And we are back on the WHHI-TV Daily News. Well, football season is right around the corner, and we're going to talk about the upcoming season with Charlie Wentzky. He is the Deputy Commissioner of the High School Football League. Thank you for being here today.
Well, thanks for having me. Always great to come on.
Yeah, so I think it's kind of hard to believe that we're right at the starting point of the high school football season. And of course, every year there's some new things we need to know. So talk to us a little bit about this year's changes.
Well, this year's changes are pretty minimal in terms of rule change. What we've got in front of us is the standard language that every home team shall wear the same colored jersey. In the past, I guess the language was written, there was a loophole that, the home team who was wearing a dark jersey could wear red on offense and black on defense and meet the rule. But now that's been cleaned up and uniformed so that it must be the same solid color. We've never had an issue with that in South Carolina, but now it just becomes clear for the national for each state across the country. The biggest probably point of emphasis is what is going to be the appropriate wearing of uniform and equipment. So probably expect to see players being sent off the field for the first part of scrimmages, jamborees, and maybe the first part of our contest this year, because Federation's really starting to crack down on uniforms being worn appropriately, pants covering the knees, one mouthpiece, not two, T-shirts hanging out long, jerseys not being tucked in, things that we've kind of been relaxed on, I guess you could say, here and there over the years. But now it's becoming a uniformed point of emphasis that we're going to start cracking down.
Well, I think that's really interesting. Obviously, sometimes I think the players are trying to make a fashion statement or kind of like, have their own look. But obviously, things like teachers hanging out and stuff could be dangerous for the players. So that's probably a really good change. So let's talk a little bit about the season. What are we expecting this year? What's the excitement around this year's season?
Well, right now we hope we got our one hurricane for the year out of the way, and hopefully we won't have any more interruptions of the schedule. But as our football coaches, I was just thinking last night, I don't think we've had a normal football year from the first practice till the end of the state playoffs in about 6 years, maybe 7 here. I mean, even last year we had some COVID issues in various parts of the state. So Debbie's given us a rough start in some areas. Our coaches are going to adjust and modify, and they're going to overcome. And hopefully we'll have a smooth sailing the rest of the way out. We won't have any more interruptions, and we'll have great football, which we've got great coaches and great athletes and great programs. So combine those things and a great weather season, we should have a great season here in South Carolina.
Yeah, obviously we all have our fingers crossed that maybe we've gotten it out of the way, although we are in early August. So still have a ways to go, but we'll obviously keep our fingers crossed on that. And so talk to us about the schedule this year. When are states and when are the playoffs, assuming all goes well?
Well, assuming everything goes well and there's no adjustments to the calendar, we'll be at South Carolina State for our state championships that first Thursday through Saturday in December. That Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll have 2 games each day, which this year we'll have a 6th championship. The 5A class will have 2 different champions based on the size of the school. So we'll be playing 2 games on Thursday and 2 games on Friday and 2 games on Saturday in Orangeburg. And we're excited to go back to South Carolina State. They've been a great partner. A great partner last year and are putting a great foot forward again this year. So we're excited about that and excited about the opportunity to crown an additional champion this year.
Well, that is really exciting, I think, because then, like you said, you've got more chances for more players to get in the mix in the playoffs and maybe even have a chance at a title.
That's correct. And, you talk about just an additional championship, but that means an additional semifinal, right. Or 2 additional semifinals, 4 additional quarterfinals. So the numbers keep going, and kids are going to have a chance to experience a deeper playoff run, more so than ever before.
Yeah. Well, Charlie, thank you for being here today, and here's to a great football season. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you very much, and for all you do covering high school sports and for the Lowcountry.
Thank you so much.
We want to thank all of our guests for making us just a little bit smarter over the last 30 minutes, and a special thanks to you, our viewers, for sharing your time with us. I'm Bob Stevens. If you missed anything at all, we'll be back in 90 minutes.